The stage lights of Studio 8H dimmed just enough to evoke the austere gravity of a Senate chamber, but the air crackled with the irreverent spark that only Tina Fey and Amy Poehler can ignite. On the October 11th episode of Saturday Night Live, the duo, comedic titans whose Mean Girls script and Golden Globes hosting stints have cemented their status as queens of wit, reunited for a cold open that skewered the absurdity of Washington politics with surgical precision. Impersonating Attorney General Pam Bondi and Secretary of Homeland Security Kristi Noem, respectively, Fey and Poehler transformed a mock hearing into a roast fest, blending biting satire with their signature blend of smarts and snark. As the audience howled, the skit laid bare the chaos of a government shutdown, ICE's controversial expansion, and the Trump administration's penchant for spectacle over substance, all while reminding viewers why these two remain comedy's dynamic gold standard. Poehler, striding out first as Bondi, owned the room with a swagger that screamed unapologetic bravado. "What's up, nerds?" she drawled, her Florida twang exaggerated to perfection. "My name is Pam Bondi. I spell it with an I, 'cause I ain't gonna answer any of your questions. My time is valuable. The DOJ has many ongoing operations and we're moving like FBI Director Kash Patel's eyeballs, very quickly in multiple directions at once." The line landed like a perfectly timed punch, evoking Patel's infamous rapid blinks during testimonies, a visual gag that Poehler milked for every chuckle. Dressed in a power suit that screamed Florida retiree meets federal enforcer, she parried queries from a trio of senators played by Mikey Day, Richard Blumenthal, Jeremy Culhane, Sheldon Whitehouse, and Andrew Dismukes, John Kennedy. Each probe into ethics scandals or policy lapses was met with roast-style deflections. A withering glare here, a conspiracy-tinged quip there. Clutching a comically oversized cheat sheet scribbled with doodles and diversions, Bondi's evasion was a masterclass in bureaucratic ballet, graceful, infuriating, and hilariously on point. But the real fireworks erupted when Fey Noem burst onto the scene, hefting an assault rifle like it was a designer handbag. "Hold my gun," she commanded, her South Dakota accent dripping with folksy menace. "That's right, it's me, Kristi Noem. I spell my name with an I, because that's how I thought it was spelled. And I'm the rarest type of person in Washington, D.C., a brunette that Donald Trump listens to." Fey, at 55, channeled Noem's controversial persona, the governor whose puppy-shooting memoir excerpt had scandalized the nation, with gleeful abandon. Addressing a senator's plea to end the shutdown, she riffed mercilessly on Old Yeller's tragic finale. That makes me laugh more than the end of Old Yeller," she cackled, referencing the 1957 Disney tearjerker where young Travis must euthanize his rabid dog. "Dogs don't just get shot. Heroes shoot them." The crowd gasped then guffawed, the line a razor-sharp nod to Noem's real-life admissions, twisted into absurd heroism. As the skit pivoted to defending ICE's ballooning presence, a timely jab at raids and recruitment amid public outcry, Fey and Poehler tag-teamed a mock ad that was pure SNL gold. Fey Noem, staring down the barrel of the camera, delivered with mock sincerity, "Do you need a job now? Yeah. Are you a big tough guy? Yeah. Tough enough for the army or police? No. But do you take supplements that you bought at a gas station? Daily. Do you like to use zip ties because people in your life don't trust you with keys? You know it. Then buckle up and slap on some Oakley's, big boy. Welcome to IC." Poehler's Bondi punctuated each beat with over-the-top enthusiasm. "Yeah. You know it." Her interjections amplifying the parody to fever pitch. It was a send-up of ICE's real recruitment pushes, those glossy spots promising adventure to the disaffected, reframed as a carnival barker's pitch for the unhinged. The rifle prop, waved with theatrical flair, underscored the militarization critique, turning policy into punchline without losing its edge. This reunion wasn't mere nostalgia. It was a reclamation of Fey and Poehler's alchemy, honed over decades of collaboration. Their 30 Rock and Parks and Recreation runs overlapped in spirit if not screen time, but it was the 2008 SNL election coverage, Fey as Sarah Palin, Poehler as Katie Couric, that catapulted them to cultural icons. Hosting the Globes from 2013 to 2015, they dismantled A-listers with affectionate assassins, quips like, "George Clooney's a total sex addict. If being attracted to great stories is a sex addiction, becoming lore." Mean Girls, Fey's 2004 brainchild with Poehler as the acerbic Mrs. George, endures as a teen movie bible, its plastics as quotable as Shakespeare. At 53, Poehler's Wine Country and I Feel Pretty proved her directorial chops, while Fey's unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and Girls 5 Eva kept her pen sharp. Their chemistry? It's the rare kind that feels effortless yet engineered. sisters in sarcasm, wielding intellect like a superpower. The skit's political bite resonated in a season rife with shutdown specters and immigration flashpoints. Blumenthal's probing on detainee conditions, White House's finance ties, Kennedy's draw-laced barbs, all mirrored real hearings, but amplified through SNL's funhouse mirror. Days Blumenthal fidgeted with indignation, Culhane's White House dripped dry wit, Dismuke's Kennedy drawled folksy fury. Lorne Michaels' cold opens have long been SNL's political pulse, from Baldwin's Trump to Che's Key, but Fey and Poehler elevated it, their timing a scalpel slicing through bluster. Post-skit, as credits rolled to Weekend Update's sardonic strains, the message lingered. In democracy's theater, laughter is resistance. Offstage, their bond weathers Hollywood's tempests. Fey, a New Jersey native with a Yale drama pedigree, mothers two with hubby Jeff Richmond. Poehler, Boston-bred, raises two sons with ex-Will Arnett, her moxie a feminist firebrand. Reunions like this, sporadic but seismic, remind us why we tune in, for the gals who make power plays palatable, one zinger at a time. As Noem holstered her prop and Bondi shredded her notes, the curtain fell on a night where satire schooled, and two legends reminded us, in the face of folly the best response is a riotous roar. Word count, 1047. Wait, that's expanding. To delve deeper into the skit's craftsmanship, consider the wardrobe wizardry. Poehler's Bondi in a blazer emblazoned with invisible I.S. Fey's Noem in tactical chic that screamed Midwest militia. Writers mine Noem's gaffes, the puppy saga her Trump loyalty for veins of gold, while Bondi's Ukraine impeachment role fueled evasion gags. The ensemble's chemistry crackled. Days Blumenthal evoked Connecticut outrage, Culhane's White House Rhode Island restraint. Dismuke's Kennedy with his well-shoot interjections, nailed the Southern soliloquy. Historically, SNL cold opens have shaped discourse, Belushi's beat to Carvey's Bush, but Fey Poehler's Palin era redefined women in satire, paving for Whig and Strong. Their Globes runs grossed laughs and ratings, Clooney's Addict line immortal. Post-reunion, Poehler's Broad City production and Fey's Only Murders nod keep them vital. The skit? A microcosm of their genius. Topical, timeless, triumphantly tart.